Let's talk about the ghosts in our group chats. The silent watchers. The people who are always there, but never say a word. We all know one. Heck, maybe it's even you.
So, what's going on in their head? They're in the chat, they read every single message, but they never ever type back. Are they annoyed? Are they just too cool to reply? Well, today, we're going to solve this little mystery.
Okay, so let's set the scene. Because whether it's your family chat, your friends, or your work team, this is something we've all experienced.
You know what I mean, right? You're trying to plan a party with 10 people, but only 3 are actually talking. Or what about that friend who just likes your question instead of, answering it? And at work, it's like sending a message into a black hole, just total silence. It drives us crazy.
And this is the really weird part. They're not checked out. They're seeing every single word, they are fully tuned in, but they just don't contribute. So what gives? Why would someone read everything but say nothing? This is the big question, and answering it is going to unlock this whole thing. Let's look for our first clue.
The answer actually starts with a really basic idea from psychology. See, it's not really about them being rude, it's about the group itself.
It's a concept called diffusion of responsibility. And all it means is this. The more people there are in a group, the less responsible any one person feels to actually do something. The pressure just kind of spreads out and gets weaker. Here's a super simple way to picture it. Imagine you're holding a heavy bucket of water all by yourself. You feel 100% of that weight, right? But now, imagine 10 people are holding that same bucket. Suddenly, you only feel a tiny fraction of the weight. That's exactly what happens with the responsibility to reply in a group chat.
So the thought in their head isn't, I don't care about this. It's just, someone else will get it. And that right there, that's the first big piece of our puzzle.
But wait, that's not the whole story. Because this normal human habit gets put on steroids in our super noisy digital world. I mean, think about it. Why does this happen way more in a group text than it does when you're all sitting in a room together? Well, the online world itself changes the game. For one, we're just overloaded. Keeping up with hundreds of messages feels like a chore, and we get tired. Then there's the pressure to say the perfect thing, because it feels like everyone's watching you. And finally, people are just trying to survive the constant noise. So they stay quiet unless it feels absolutely necessary to speak up. And there you have it, the next few pieces of our puzzle. So we get why it happens, but so what? Does it really matter? Oh yeah, it really, really does. This silence has a real cost for everyone. For the group, that silence feels like you're just not interested. It can make people resentful, and it makes planning anything a total nightmare. But it's bad for the silent person, too. You start feeling disconnected. You lose your say in what the group decides, and after a while, people might just forget to include you. All right, we've got all our clues. We see all the different parts. Now it's time to put these puzzle pieces together and finally solve the case of the group chat ghost. And here's the solution. Here's the big picture. When your friend is silent, it's not personal. They aren't rejecting you. They're just hiding in the safety of the crowd, where they feel like they can just blend in and no one will notice. It's about feeling safe, not about being mean. So if this is you, if you're the ghost, how do you fix it without getting totally overwhelmed? Well, believe it or not, the answer is incredibly simple. 1. That's it. Just reply to one message a day. That's all it takes. A quick sounds good or thanks is enough to break that cycle, fight back against that feeling that someone else will do it, and plug you right back into the conversation. So now you know the secret. The only question left is, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to stay in the shadows, or are you going to be the one to hit send?